Hi. So in this video I'm going to go through this question, which initially it's not clear what the topic is, but when you start to read it, it becomes a lot clearer. So if I just read through it first of all. Buses leave Acton every 24 minutes and buses to Barton leave every 20 minutes. A bus to Acton and a bus to Barton both leave at 9 AM. When will they next leave at the same time? So if we start thinking about this, what are we really being asked to do? What we're being asked about is these two numbers 20 and 24. And if you think about it, what we're trying to find out is actually when they both leave at the same time again. So we're looking for the multiples of 24 and 20 and when they are the same. And in actual fact, we're looking for the lowest common multiple, because if we're starting with them leaving together and we want the next time, then we want the smallest multiple, which they both go into. Now that we know what it's about, basically it's about the times tables for these two numbers. We can work that out in a number of ways, but I would say probably the easiest way, particularly for this question, is to think about going through the number 24's times table. So if we start doing that, and the reason I say 24 is one, because it's the biggest number, so it's easier in terms of trying to find out when they match up. But also 20 is a really easy times table. If you know your 2 times table, you know your 20 times table, because you literally just put a 0 on the end. So we can start going through the 24 times table. If this was on a non-calculator paper, then you'd have to do some sums to work it out, unless you happen to know the times table. Obviously, if it's a calculator paper, you can just type the numbers into your calculator. So the number 24, okay, the 24 times table goes like this. So 1 times 24 is 24, 2 times 24 is 48, okay. So each time be checking back. 24 is not in the 20 times table, nor is 48. Don't forget, you're looking at the 2 times table with a 0 on the end. So you want a number that's got a 0 in the end, and then we need to check whether it's divisible by 2 as well. The next one, 3 times 24 is 72. Still no good. 4 times 24 is 96. That's still no good. And 5 times 24 is 120. So we've got the 0 we were looking for, but is it also divisible by 2? We know it's divisible by 10, but is it divisible by 2? Well, 12 is divisible by 2, so 120 must be divisible by 20. So there is our number. Now you might think, okay, well we've answered the question, but not quite, because actually we were asked for the time at which they then leave together. Now time is always tricky in GCSE questions because it's easy to mess this up, and don't forget that every other number system we work with pretty much is in base 10, but time, we're dealing with different units. You know, there are 60 seconds in a minute, and there are 60 minutes in an hour, and then there are 24 hours in a day. So whenever you're doing questions with time, you've really got to be careful that you know what you're doing. So 120 converts to 120 minutes, all right, because we were told this was every 24 or 20 minutes. So we need to convert that. We're looking for a time. So how many hours is that? Well, there are 60 minutes in an hour, and 120 is 2 lots of 60. So that's nice and straightforward. So that's 2 hours. Now, don't fall into the trap. Make sure you answer the question. So still we're asked for the time. We started at 9 AM, okay, so plus 2 hours means that the next time that these two buses leave at the same time will actually be 11 AM, okay.